Hi, Matt.
My name is Matt.
Hi, Matt.
I have, among the honor of being in Auto-Tunes, I have the honor of representing Terhan Ergin this year. Terhan was a musical theater student at SU. He was also on the lacrosse team here. He was killed in 1988 by a terrorist bomb on a plane coming back from a semester abroad. His friends tell me that he was an incredible performer, that he used to light up every stage he was ever on and just was the person to spread joy through his performance everywhere that he went. And I'm thinking about him tonight, and I wish that he had been able to spend the rest of his college career keeping up with his performances. He was in a production of Once Upon a Mattress that was about to get off the ground. And he didn't get to graduate with his performing ensemble, but I do, and I'm really grateful for that. While he was abroad with his friends, they had a tricky time trying to figure out how to be social. They had this little apartment that a few of them lived in, and that was the best place that they decided that they could hang out in London. And so for Thanksgiving, believe it or not, they don't have it in England, and they all just kind of they all just gathered in their friend's apartment, and they did what they could in the little kitchen and made themselves a little Thanksgiving. And he must have been so moved by we would probably call it a Friendsgiving. He was so moved about it that he wrote a poem about it. And I don't know that his poem was ever meant to be shared, but I'm going to share it because I found it in the archives. And the prose is a little derivative, the rhymes are a little bit stretched, but it's so meaningful to me personally. I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and it makes me think of my brothers and the people that have thrown together performances throughout the most ridiculous of circumstances that we could possibly have ever faced. So I'm going to read Terhan's poem. It's called An Ode to Thanksgiving. I'm going to read it how I imagine that he meant it to be read. I think you'll probably know what I mean. 'Twas 2 days after Thanksgiving when all gathered round for a strange feast of turkey celebrated here in old London town. The ladies of Ledbury Road had labored long, hoping all would go right. No charred turkey flesh or burnt stuffing, egad, what a fright. Nay, the apartment was cleared with the greatest of care, as cries of, "It's your turn to hoover," wafted through the air. I waited in anticipation for the big day to come, and couldn't help thinking, can 25 fit in this flat? I wonder. The guests all arrived one by one, and greetings did exchange, while hot coffee and tea slowly simmered on top of the range. Food and drink did abound, a true Epicurean feast for the eyes, but the ladies kept thinking, God, I hope this turkey's the right size. The bird's name was Bertha, and oh, what a sight! She was garnished with all the trimmings, a true gastronomic delight. Yet, if there were not enough, I'm sure no one would mind, for good company is a rarity. Verily, it's quite hard to find. And by this gathering of friends, a good time was assured, one and all, for we were there to give thanks, and that order wasn't too tall. 'Tis quite a special holiday, for in the beginning they knew not what to call her. Give thanksing was tried, but 'twas too difficult to utter. So they switched things around, and the other way went. Yeah, Thanksgiving trips quite easily, no verbiage is misspent. But I digress, and off on a tangent I go, so back to the reason for this poem must I tow. So come fill up your glasses, let's all drink a toast, to our good fortune and health, and to the Ledbury ladies we love, 'tis no boast. To Tina, Becky, Julia, Nicole, and Marjorie, your warmth, friendship, and kindness have made this day quite special, so this toast is for you. May you all live as long as you want, but never want as long as you live. And may all the mirth in the world be yours. That's simply all that there is. And if my rhyme pleases not, well, 'tis no loss, I'm no poet. The meter is off and the verse is poor, it's true, yes, I know it. So to borrow from the old bard, who wrote this long before tonight, happy Thanksgiving to all, and to all a good night. I'm going to pass the mic over to a very special individual, Michael Ocasano, ladies and gentlemen.